You finally get through the village area, um, and come out on the other side, and you're kind of on the southwest side of town now. And there
Okay.
is some wide fields that you have to cross.
All right. Do I see what? So it's like, has the sun gone down yet, or is it
It's
still
getting
evening
close.
time? And there's no cover in this field. It's just open.
Yeah, it's a pretty tall. Whatever they're
Ah, like crops.
yeah,
Okay.
whatever they're doing there is so you could walk through and nobody would
Yeah,
see
I'll
you.
I'll I'll, I'll start making my way through the fields. Can I see from where I'm at right now? Can I see the farmhouse and like get like a good direction
You
to
don't
travel?
see it. You don't see it yet because off to your left is are the tops of two farmhouses that are on this west side of town, and
Hmm.
then a little area where there are some trees. So you kind of
Hmm.
continue going south before you don't see
Okay.
the structure that he was talking about.
Okay. I'll keep going south. Then I'll cross this field through the crops.
Okay, so you cross through the field, making your way through. It looks like some kind of maybe corn or something like that, which is
Is it
very
right?
easy to traverse. It does get thick in some parts. Once you get to
I'm just
the
gonna
other end of the field, the
gonna pluck
the
a cob off and start eating it as I walk.
it's already been harvested. You're too late.
Rat.
You get to the other end of the field, and you come out to kind of a little like a lane where people would move like carts and stuff around if they're going in between fields and stuff. There is a wheat field in front of you. It's past sunset now, so it's starting to get dark,
Got you. Down below
and
the herd.
you're able to look off to your left again, and probably about half a mile away, you do see the top of a single building, kind of peeking up over the stuff that's in the field.
I'm just gonna head that way.
Okay. All right. So you head toward the building, and it does seem to, as you get closer and closer, you're kind of sticking to the lanes that are in between the fields now. And as you get closer and closer, it does look like a farmhouse.
Do I see any
Uh,
like windows or anything?
there's windows, but there's no light inside.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna like kind of like make my way up to it, just like peek in a window, see if I can see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
I like peeking in windows.
Obviously. So you
Listen,
go up,
sometimes
you
you just
go up,
gotta
and
look
you
inside
case the
first.
joint
Yep.
and look into the window, and it does seem to be, for the most part, abandoned. There's no furniture inside. You don't see any evidence of any squatters or anything like that. So it does appear to be how Harvald described it to you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now
Is the
you're on the west side of the building right now.
Yeah. Uh,
What
I'm
would
gonna
you like
make.
to?
Is there like a door or anything
Not
that
on
I
the
can
side
see?
that you're on at the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna hummy my way around the building until I find a door.
Okay, are you going to go around the left or the right side of the building?
We'll go left.
Okay, so you head around to the left side of the building, and you don't see any doors on this end, but you do see some windows.
All right. I'm gonna look in these windows.
They're a little bit too high for you to look in.
Hmm. I'm gonna climb up to the window.
All right, you don't need to do a climbing check for this particular one, but you do. You just like rolling dice, don't you?
It's like the whole point of the game. I failed.
No, the whole point of the game is to experience an adventure. Okay,
Good point.
the dice is just a
For some
novelty,
randomness. For a little bit of randomness in there.
right? So you hoist yourself up to the window, and this one the windows they're covered like with some skin. Um,
But there's no
and
like glass or
no, there's
anything.
no glass or anything like that. They just have like a skin across it, and it's very easy to just push your way through, and then you kind
Yeah.
of fall into the
100%.
room on the other side.
I just climb up and dive headfirst through. Do a
Dive
barrel
head
roll.
first, yeah, and then using your tumbling skills, you kind of do a forward
Oh,
roll
tumbling.
quite
Boop.
quietly,
Nat 20. Boom.
yeah, soundlessly. You hit the floor, and you come up into a ready stance,
I do a superhero pose, like where it's just like on a knee, like fist on the ground. I
and
just look around.
there's nothing here. So you're just in a abandoned room, and there is a door.
Okay. I'm gonna creep up towards the door,
Okay.
and I'm gonna peek through, like kind of like crack it open and peek in.
Yeah, you can crack it open, and you
All
peek
right.
through. There's another room on the other side, but you don't see anything. You don't see any people or hear anything on the other side.
I'm gonna enter the new room.
All right,
Do
so you
I
open the
don't
door
see any
fully,
like
and you enter the
rugs or
new
anything,
room,
or...
and over toward the back where you couldn't see is a large bearskin rug on the floor.
Nice. I'm gonna make my way over to it, and I'm just gonna like kind of peek under it and like pick it up and look under and see if there's a trap door.
You peek under it, and there is a trap door there.
I take the bearskin rug and I wear it as a cape, and then I open the door.
You already have a cape on.
I'm Timmy Two Capes.
Okay,
No,
with the bear head,
I'll just
with the
I'll
bear
just
head
move.
flopping. All right.
I just moved the bearskin rug, and I'm just gonna open the trap door.
All right, so yeah, you open the trap door, and you see that there's a circular tunnel and a ladder leading down. So, hopping in, you close the door behind you, and you shimmy down to the bottom of the stairwell.
Yes.
You see a tunnel leading away. You just kind of assume that this is back toward the north.
All right, I'm gonna position myself in a Skyrim crouch, and I'm gonna start making my way down this tunnel.
All right, it's pretty dark. You know, there's no light, but you are able to feel your way along.
Got you.
And you're having to move pretty slow, so it does take you about an
bit.
hour. For about an
Okay.
hour, you feel your way along. By this time, your eyes are totally adjusted to the dark, so you can detect the at the end of the tunnel, about 100 yards away. You do see some faint light, kind of coming down from somewhere above,
All right.
and it does illuminate another stairway. This is an actual stairway, not a ladder like you went down before.
Okay.
So this is a stairway that's kind of going up toward that's sort of going up out of your view.
Okay. It's like an actual staircase.
Yeah.
Does it
Yeah,
lead
it's
up to
actually
like another
staircase.
trap door, or is it like a standing door? Or,
When you get to the bottom, when you get to the bottom of the staircase, you see at the top there's probably about 20 steps that go all the way up to the top. You see at the top a standing door with some light, very very faint light, even in the pitch darkness.
Already.
You can see light around the edges.